Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Would you please give a warm welcome to the hosts of the SWA Happy Hour, Dom and Chris.
Hello, where are you? Oh, hello, Mr. Chris. How you doing? Oh, wait, no, we got to do this again. We're on the wrong side. There we go. That's better.
There we go.
Because now it says, how you doing? How you doing, everybody?
Welcome
He's
to
Chris. I'm
the
Dom.
Happy Hour.
I'm happy. Are you happy, Chris?
I'm so. If I was any happier, I'd have to be throwing dollar bills at people.
I'm never
That
happy
ain't gonna
throwing
happen.
money at people.
Yeah, I'm a happy dude. Went to the dentist. Wasn't bad.
Okay.
Just, and I can talk and chew and everything, so that's always good.
That's excellent. You are very, very fuzzy this evening.
Yeah. See,
Your
I'm
sound is
crystal
fine,
clear
though,
on
so
my
you got-
camera.
You got that for you. Maybe it's the camera then.
Yeah. No, this camera blows. I'm gonna have to get a USB camera. No question.
Is that
I think
the,
it just doesn't translate well.
Is that the one in the computer?
Yeah.
Okay, mine too. But I mean, newer computer, I guess.
Yeah, your computer's a little newer than mine.
Only thing, it's
Yeah.
too wide. Angle's too wide. I wish, like, you can zoom it in or do whatever.
Well, yeah, Jade discussed a camera. It was like $140, $150 or something. And it can zoom, it can do all this crap. It was pretty impressive. So I'm
Yeah,
gonna
that's
look
cool.
at one of
As
those.
far as this end of the business, getting the account to StreamYard is about as far as I want to go with any of that, you know.
Well, speaking
If
of
I'm gonna,
that, our new friend, Scars and Shadows, is I had a private with her and her lovely husband, Doug, who's a fellow bourbon guy like us,
okay.
and got her set up for live streaming. So
Oh,
she
cool.
is good to go, and we tested, and so we can expect to see a little Scars and Shadows joining us live at some point.
Oh, TJ, man, that's not nice. Why you busted on me, homeboy? That's probably true, though.
What? God, you believe that guy?
No, it's my. I'm just scaring the shit out of Chris's camera. That's what it is. It's shaking.
Yeah,
It's shaking, and it's shaking in its very foundation.
something like that.
Something like that. What's going on, Clay?
Yeah, and that's the perfect segue. Something like that. There he is, the man himself, Conspiracy Music.
What's going on, brother? I must say thank you, Chris, and thank you, Clay, for your assistance on Tuesday night.
Oh, no
What
problem.
a fiasco. What a fiasco.
It's always friggin' something, isn't it?
Right? I'm happy it was the one thing there was nothing I could do about. It is what it was, you know? So it wasn't actually anything I was doing. Because once again, if you were actually there, despite how it sounded to you, I was fucking on it.
Yeah, now that's unfortunate because that's twice now in
Yeah.
as many months
on
that you've been
G-May's
killing
show.
it and the
Yeah.
tech fucked you.
Mhm. Yeah.
That's
It wasn't
a
even the
bummer.
tech. It wasn't the tech.
Well,
Because
the overall
all my
the
tech
interweb
work,
tech,
yeah, I wouldn't call that tech. That's just, that's just what,
the connection. Yeah, well,
yeah.
as we
Nothing
know,
failed on my end other than
I
what came into
suffered
my
through
house.
that for what?
Oh my
6
God, you
months.
were so bad. Yeah. Remember we
Yeah,
did it, we checked yours and he had a 1 for download speed. I'm like, oh man, yeah,
One.
why are you even here? I checked before I came on and I was 73 and 59.
That's pretty good.
So check yours right now. Oh,
For
we're doing
fuck's
this.
sakes. All right, hold on.
drum roll. Yeah, I'm glad it happened. That was fun to hang out with you guys. We so rarely
Yeah,
all get
well, I
to
mean, it was
hang out.
8.
And I got like 18 different emails and messages for Michael apologizing that he couldn't be there. I'm like, Michael,
Yeah, which
you
is
don't-
funny. I mean, that
if
dude,
you're not there, it's because you can't be there. I just assumed that, you know. Okay, what's the reveal, Chris?
it's still testing.
Oh boy.
I'm not sure I buy this. It says 25 down, 2.19 up. A little faster than that.
2.19 with what 2 point, oh, that's like 2.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, that's pretty 29. Okay.
Yeah, let me.
So that means if anything else is in use, it could affect you.
Yeah, well, I got a lot of shit in use. Still got.
Well, no, I mean
Stuff
things
up.
drawing internet power.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the good news. Just Kay's here, and she's probably on her phone, and that's it. So.
Yeah. Another reason why I wait till my kids go to bed because they
Yeah.
suck it up all day long. Let's say hi to
Yeah, no
everyone,
question.
Chris. Well, I think we did already. We said hi to DJ, who made fun of me within 3 minutes of coming into the show.
As well, he should.
Yeah, it's true. I feel much more comfortable that way.
Yeah, exactly.
And Cold Acres here. What's going
Goldacre.
on,
Yeah, we'll
Colt?
talk about him in a second. That.
Oh yeah, we're going to
guy.
talk about him. And conspiracy.
Yeah, we said hi to
Are those the only
Conspiracy.
people who have spoken shush far?
Yep, MJ Esperanto.
MJ was here earlier. Was doing the little passing by. That was very
Yep.
very
Set up the
nice.
tables, set out the cups, which is always appreciated when people stop by early and help us get set up. Because as you know, Dom and I rush downstairs and fire up the show.
I was actually here
3
for an
minutes after we
hour.
sit down. You liar.
I was here for a while. I mean, I was doing other stuff, but I was here. That counts.
You say that, but we can't prove it. Miss Luck, welcome. Good to
Miss
see you.
Luck, thank you for coming. Thank you.
Another
Thank
denizen
you,
of
thank you.
Scotland. All right, you lass.
You
We have Scandinavia.
you're very good. I still don't know half the people's actual names.
This is one of my idiot savant things. I'm really good at remembering like names and making connections. Of
Yeah, well, I mean,
where
you're in the
they're from
business
or
where
who
you
they
have
are.
to, right? Not knowing someone's name could cost you, you know. So
Yes.
I'm not.
Yeah.
So therefore,
So
you
I
know.
remember those things. Well, so the big Jade interview today. What are your thoughts?
My thoughts are I definitely have to go watch it. I was unavailable.
Me too. Coldacre, I apologize. I mean, my damn dentist. I got to
Wait,
see them
you
say
made this whole
hi
thing.
and
We're
sit
going to talk
down.
about Cold Acre, and then you don't watch it either.
I tried. I watched part
Here's
of
our
it. and
conversation
I'm in my
about Cold
phone.
Acre. We both totally dissed him. And Jade, no.
Oh, I didn't
I
want to.
was-
I was so looking for it. And I know the replay will be great and everything. But yeah, I'm sitting in the chair and I got my phone out and looking over my shoulder to see when they're coming. And I got to see him sit down and say hi and all that. And then I had
Yeah.
to turn it off. And I was in the chair for
Actually,
2.5 hours.
You know what I did? Why I couldn't? Because my eldest son hopped on the bus and went to his friend's house after school. My wife went out to dinner with my sister-in-law, and so it's just me and the little guy. So I was like, "What do you want to do?" And we went outside. We played football for a while.
Nice.
We got some snacks, and we just chilled out together. It was fun. So
That's very
that's
cool.
what I was doing.
Yeah. And usually Thursdays, I usually watch all the interviews because it's perfect time. Comes home at 2. I go leave to pick up my wife at 4 as the show's ending. It's golden, but had this damn appointment. And she scheduled me again next Thursday. I'm like, really? Didn't have a Wednesday? Didn't have a Friday? No? Okay. But with doctors and dentists, you take what they give you.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Not like you
Yes,
have a lot of
DJ. I
choice.
was my wardrobe crew picked out this lovely flannel
Nice.
shirt that I wear. I have like 12 different flannel shirts. I love flannel shirts. Oh, they're like my pajamas.
Mm,
You know,
I,
Mr. Rogers, he puts on his sweater and I put on my stupid hat
you
and
know,
my
I
flannel
like you
shirt.
just the way you are
Oh,
in your
thank you.
flannel, in your hat. It's good.
These are
It's a
the
nice
best.
look.
I think they're called whitetail flannel shirts. Oh, that's
Yeah,
so
I would be
comfy.
on fire. I can't. I
Yeah,
have
no,
to.
it's freezing down in my basement.
Yeah, it's cold down here too, but I got a t-shirt on and my
Mm,
shorts. And if it gets cold, then I'll put on a second t-shirt.
there you
It's
go.
layering.
No, I'm changing
That's
for
what
sure. The cold's starting to affect me.
Yeah, I've got my see what I'm wearing.
Okay, yeah. Cats.
My His Cat shirt, which cracked the dentist up.
Really?
The one other
Was he
one
like
came in and
waka
said, because he was
waka?
an older guy, and he goes,
Okay.
I love that shirt. And he goes, can I take a picture? Because I got to show it to one of the other guys in the office. I'm like, yeah, knock yourself out. He goes, that's classic. Yeah. I had a good time with that.
Conspiracy.
Yes.
I don't know of Michael of Michael's songs. Michael of Maria's songs had the greatest idea for Chris. You know how everybody sells T-shirts? Chris should sell the sleeves from
I'm going to sell
T-shirts.
the
You know,
sleeves.
people can wear them as like a bandana or a belt.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, something that fits
do it
around my
around the
bicep
arm.
would fit around a lot of people's heads. So, yeah, it's perfect.
Yes, Chris.
Good
You're
thinking.
So massive. You're so massive.
Huge. Yeah. God, the way I've been eating cookies while I've been working on this magazine, I'm going to get huge in another way if I'm not careful.
Exactly.
Oh,
Yes.
Mr. Rogers. Won't
I
you
should
be
do
my
that.
neighbor?
I'll put on some shoes. I friggin' loved Mr. Rogers when I was like a kid.
What's
I was
not
a
to
kid.
love? Mr. Rogers
I mean, that
was
dude was
fine
speaking.
American.
He was speaking directly to kids,
Oh.
like they were people.
Heck, he was
No
speaking
one
to
ever did
adults
that.
too, if they were
Yeah.
listening. He was an amazing human being.
Yeah,
I got-
did you see that movie? About the writer who had to write the article, and he went into it all like, "Oh, this is like a big joke," and
Yeah.
Mr. Rogers won him over.
Yeah,
It was,
how
I
could
thought it
you
was
not?
really cool.
Again, he was a delightful, delightful man.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I couldn't be friends with him if he was.
No,
still
you
around.
couldn't.
No, he would freak me.
You
out.
could be friends with people like me, but not Mr. Rogers.
Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Excellent question, DJ. This is the last page. Just got proofed, and I'm going to upload it after the show, and I'm done. Woo,
How many
and there-
pages in it? Like, do you have to lay out
I do
are
everything.
you writing them?
Some of it. Yeah, I write
Okay.
some of it. But that,
So when you
this
say
is my
I
editorial.
do everything, but you don't write it, so that's no longer.
Well, I mean, I do all that. I gather up, I contact the authors, I get their stuff, I help them with the photography. I do some of the photography depending. I rewrite some of the articles because these guys are better modelers than they are writers sometimes. I do write articles for it on occasion. I didn't for this particular one. And I have an editorial and I do all the graphics and all the layout and work with the printer. And so,
Okay.
yeah, that's my job.
How big of a magazine is it?
This one's 116 pages.
Okay, and is it monthly?
No, this one comes out once a year, but I have
Oh.
3 that come out once a year. And then I've always got a couple big books, 200, 300, 400 pages going during the course of the year. And I've got one that's due in 45 days. It's going to be a couple hundred pages. And I've got maybe a quarter of that one done.
So it's the same company doing 3 different magazines
Yes. Yeah, we do.
with different titles, but it's right. And what
Exactly.
I
Our
guess every
subject
quarter,
matter
like
is
you,
similar.
right?
Yeah, some of our magazines are monthly, some of them are bi-monthly, some of them are quarterly, and then we have a number of them that come out once a year.
Yeah, that's because they know most people like trains will probably just buy all three.
We hope so.
I mean, that's what I
Keeps
would
us
do.
keeps us in business.
I still get the magazine for acoustic guitar magazine.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I once got it, and it was like the you get the downloadable subscription. I don't like it as much though. I like flipping through, and I cut out the lessons I like, and I put
Yeah,
them in a
see,
binder and stuff.
I'm an ink on paper kind of guy. I always will be. Our products are offered digitally. I personally, yeah, that's not my thing. I subscribed to a couple digital magazines over the years, just to kind of see how they were put together and everything, and
Mm-hmm.
they were all right. But I don't like reading a magazine that way. I like to touch the paper. I like to smell the ink. Like to, stare at the photos, and everybody's different.
No, it's true. I did make the exception. Books I read on a Kindle now.
Yeah, my kid does a
Just
lot
so
of
much
that.
friggin' easier, you know? It's just so much
Yeah.
easier.
I'm old school in that way too. I do read a little bit on the Kindle, but not a lot.
Yeah. I don't like lugging books. Like I'll just throw a bunch on, not now, but like when we're in when we start going up to Pennsylvania again, lay on a hammock and read for a while or something.
Yeah, that's a nice. Yeah, I always take a couple books and magazines when we go on a trip, and I usually don't end up looking at them because we're doing other stuff.
No, true, yeah.
But I have them. Even though I'll loan them.
Oh, pardon me.
Oh, the yawn start early. That bodes well.
I actually took a nap.
Oh, see?
Lay down for an hour. Man, I have not been able to get to bed at all lately.
Yeah, needless
Tired
to
as
say,
crap.
me neither.
And it's like 1, 2 o'clock every morning. I'm like, oh, why can't I go to sleep?
Yeah, that's no good. I'll knock off at whatever time.
Yeah. Hi, Camila.
Good night, Camila.
Good evening to you.
And then I lay in bed for an hour because my mind is still charged up from.
Not you, cold egg girl. This guy over here.
Yeah.
This guy.
He's been up all day. He got up at the crack to be on Jade's show.
Yeah.
Because that's the time difference. So, yeah. And I'll remind everybody, if you're in my chat, love you.
Get out.
Get the hell off and go to Dom's channel. We're converging on Dom's channel tonight.
Hoo-hoo.
Keep everybody together. Keep the conversation going. The conversation all friendly like.
Mm-hmm. Because it's not about us. It's about
Nope.
my chat.
Although it might be later on. We're probably going to
What are we probably going to do?
give people a peek inside
okay.
the SWA process tonight at some point.
Yeah, we were was it this week? Chris and I met.
Yeah.
Because I was working on an actual Song of the Door. He's working on one too. And we went StreamYard and brought it up on the screen, and we were talking back and forth, and we were like, hey, we could just do this right on the show. So we stopped, and maybe that's what we'll do.
And we're going to do a little bit of that at some point tonight. But just, we are songwriters. This is an SWA show extensively. And we can't talk about food and guitars every friggin' week. We want to give you folks some variety.
We could.
And Dom's been very productive songwriting wise, and I'm peeking back up again. So we thought we'd give you guys a sneak behind the curtain and kind of how we do this and how we bounce ideas off one another. And maybe for you guys out there that are musicians, maybe that will prove helpful for those of you who just like music.
Everybody, it's feisty time. What's up, Heather? Thanks for coming.
Hey there.
Good to see you.
Feisty. I think she
3
threatened to
a.m.
go on
streamer.
the other night and decided not to. Or I fell asleep and I missed it. I don't know which.
I 100% agree with conspiracy. We will end that food.
How can you not?
Come on. At our age, you don't have many things left. What are we going to go out, clubbing?
Yeah.
We're going to
Yeah,
talk
well-
about that? I have no idea.
Again,
I haven't
the
left
things
my
that we
basement
care
in like
about-
5 years.
Music, guitar, sex. We're not going to sit here and talk about sex. Nobody wants to listen to two old guys talk about sex with one another. That would be weird.
We
Even
do
for
enough of
us.
that. Yeah, we did enough of talk about that last night, Chris.
Yeah.
Chris, you getting any? Nope. How about you? Nada. All right, let's talk about it. Let's talk about steak.
However,
No, none of that's true.
could be a good weekend. You never know.
Praying for you, Chris. I'm praying
Yeah.
for you. Oh, too funny. Yeah, Heather. My chat. No chat sharing. No chat hopping allowed here. Damn it.
That's right. It's always feisty time. It probably is. She's always feisty.
So what else you been doing this week, sir?
Well, work, a little bit of music. I
Work.
did a little vocals today just to kind of get a sense of where I was going to go because I'm working on the lyrics still and just testing the timing and a little bit of the melody. It's far from where it needs to be, but I got an idea and I got a little direction, and so that happened. Kind of
Okay,
bailed. I
cool.
started working on the bridge part. I re-recorded it because I didn't play the right chords under it, and now I'm still working on the vocal melody for the bridge. But
Well-
progress was made.
I find that is my process over and over again when I'm recording in the door because I don't necessarily, you don't know what the hell you're doing until you do something.
Right.
And then once you do something, you go, oh, that means this has to go like that. So now you go change that. And it just
Exactly
keeps,
so.
and then you keep re-recording different parts until you can make it, because it's not like you're rehearsing it.
Exactly.
So,
And if we go to my DAW at some point, actually we can't. Because if we do that,
Why?
then it kills this. Well, no, actually it can. I'll just set up another vocal mic. But yeah, you'll
You
see
just add,
where
that's like, I'm
I
on
cut
mine
shit up.
right now. I'm on my project right now. I just added land art to it and a narration microphone.
Yeah, and
So you
that's
can still
and
do
that's
it.
what I would do. So it's
Yeah.
absolutely doable. But
100%.
and
Hello, Ray Pierce.
Ray Pierce, what's up? But yeah, you'll see where I just chopped the guitar part right in the middle and played over and did that. And because this is all scratch tracks, this is me forming the foundation of the song. And I go, okay, this is how it goes. And then I'll go and re-record everything and do it
Yeah.
right.
Well, that is the
Everybody's
general rule when you say demo. No one's supposed to point out flaws. We know it's a demo. That's where you make your flaws, and you kind of work through them. It's more about a
Yeah.
demo is really more about the feel. Does it have a good feel?
Yeah, where
You know.
can you see where this is going? Now,
Exactly.
people do have different definitions of demos. I mean, some people do pretty polished demos because they're trying to sell the song or trying to get a record deal or something like that. But
Yes, and they're
that's
using the
not,
word incorrectly.
That's not what we're doing.
Yeah, a demo it's a demonstration and not in a. But no, I guess I know right. A lot of the professionals when they send to shop songs, they send the highly polished demos. I consider
because-
a demo to be. I just want to lay something down. I don't care how it sounds. I almost always use like the same guitar tone that's on all the songs because it's the first thing that pops up.
Yeah, that's probably varies for me because it depends on which guitar.
You said it. You said it, Feist. You always need a good feel. Arr. I watched. I had to do pirate talk. I watched Dodgeball last
I
week when
love
I was
that
like
movie.
cleaning out. It is such a damn good movie. It's so funny, like how what's his name, Vince Vaughn is like the perfect character in that, and I
Oh, yeah.
hate him in everything else he's ever been in. But
Oh, really?
yeah, as was it, Simple Joe, whatever the hell it is, Honest Joe. Is that the name of his
Average
gym?
Joe.
Average Joe.
Yeah.
He's like
Average
just
Joes.
perfect. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I like a lot of movies he's in. Not all of them, but
His
a lot of them.
fast talk.
Dodgeball is,
Yeah, Dodgeballs is just such an amazing. I mean, it's a
well,
masterpiece. It's a masterpiece.
the question, how many times is it funny to watch someone get hit in the nuts with a dodgeball? And the
Every
answer, every
every
friggin' time.
Yeah, I
Every time.
still laugh like shit. Yeah, and it's a movie, and I still tickled by it.
Yep. Oh, you're so nice, DJ. We
What do you
amuse
say?
ourselves.
He's a welcome
and
man.
if
Yeah.
that amuses you as well. Gary Hubbs, what's going on, brother man? How are you?
Hubs. What's going on, Gary?
Yeah, speaking of music, Hubbs I need me some new Gary Hubbs. I'm gonna get hippie pushy here. Bro, I love your music. Make more of it. I know you got children's and a life and all that kind of stuff, but you know what? That's no friggin' excuse.
You know, I'll tell you, it's like when you fall out of it and don't do it for a while, it's hard as shit to get back to doing it again.
I agree with
It
that.
almost
and
feels a
that's
little
why
daunting,
I
you know?
try and never get off the horse. I may be riding very slowly, but I'm still on the horse.
Yeah.
Because you're right.
I literally last Saturday was like, I don't go to Gmail because like I am going to use this time and I'm not going to leave until I have something recorded. And it's close.
Yeah, I was
almost
kind of
very
in the
close.
same boat. I don't know when's the next time I'll get back to Gmaze. It won't be this Saturday because we got a big night out Saturday.
Oh yeah. Oh,
here,
that's why you're
we'll
feeling.
get into food.
That's why you're feeling hopeful.
Not
well. Actually, we're
those of
go
you
out.
who watch South Park and the Casa Bonita. I mean, Casa Bonita is a real place. It's an icon in Denver. The big pink building. Well, because Matt and Trey are Colorado people, South Park is a real place, by the way. And they reference all kinds of Colorado stuff. They both are CU graduates, University of Colorado. And the Casa Bonita was really declining, and COVID just killed it. So they shut it down. And those two guys went in and bought the restaurant, and they've spent $40 million rehabbing this thing. And you've got to get into a lottery to go to it. So we signed up right away and got in the lottery, and our number came up this Saturday. So Kay and we were going to take Sean, my son, but he's going to be in Austin, Texas for a concrete conference. So we're taking the sister-in-law, and we're all going to go and drink margaritas and eat sopapillas at Casa Bonita.
Cool. Enjoy.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be, I hope it's a very cool.
At the end of the month, we're going away for the weekend.
Nice.
It's like we just got to get the hell out and go somewhere.
Yeah.
We're going to go to Mystic, Connecticut.
Oh, yeah. Mystic Seaport is very cool.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That great museum there.
Yeah, the aquarium is really nice. I love, my kids are dying to go back. We went there, I think like the week before the world locked down. So we were there in, was that 19 something?
Yeah, early 20.
Yeah, but for my kids, it was like, that was half of Danny's life ago, you know?
Yeah,
so,
I know, right?
But we went
It's all
to
relative.
the submarine museum, and they have that they have a decommissioned nuclear submarine, and you can actually walk through the whole thing.
Yeah.
They're dying to go back on that.
Oh, that'd
So
be
that'd be
very
fun.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I love museums. I'm a museum guy.
My wife is too. And she's not a museum guy. She's a museum cow. What's up, chatters?
There he is, Mr. Freeman. Awesome show last Saturday. The new metal show was friggin' off the chain.
Very good. And a shirtless Chris Lane, everybody. Just saying.
Well, I mean, the song was about being vulnerable, and I thought I'd,
If you wanted to be vulnerable, you should have tipped the camera down.
I didn't want to be that vulnerable. Thank you very much. Because with
really
my
good.
luck, the camera would tip and then it would fall over and hit me in the groin. And would we laugh? Yes.
Yes.
I would have laughed eventually, but
Yeah, your
not right
shows
that
are always very well put together there, chatters.
yeah, Chad does a great job. And I got to thank him publicly because he inspires musicians to, get out of their comfort zone, try something new.
Yeah, he's hit us all.
Happened for me a couple times.
Hey, George. Jorge Savaria.
Hey, how are you?
What's going on, my friend?
Good to see you, man.
Ray, are you having a conversation with yourself?
Yeah, but it's a good one. He's
Very.
he's
I've
answering.
been very much reading it.
Yeah, you look like you were having fun, and that's always a good thing. And that was what, 6 hours. I mean, it was a long show.
A very long show.
It was pretty epical. Yeah, now we're playing along a little bit, Ray.
Yeah, a little bit, not completely.
There you go. And
Yeah, we're
see,
doing
that's
pretty
the kind
good,
of people you
Jorge.
are, DJ. I know you would laugh. You should.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, cool. Lady Campion show. Where did I just see her? I just saw her. Oh, in Quincy's chat. I was hanging out there
Ah,
earlier this evening while I was doing
Yeah.
some work and listening to
Quincy's got a great show, and I don't catch it that often because I'm getting home and starting
Yeah.
dinner and doing all that kind of stuff. So
it.
sometimes
Scars
there
and
she is.
Shadows is here. Hello, 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 hello.
I
And
just
hello to
mentioned
your
it.
bourbon-loving husband, Chris tells me. He sounds like a wonderful man.
Good dude. I got to meet Mr. Scars, or is it Mr. Shadows? But yeah, cool guy. And,
He
we had a
probably
nice chat.
heard about your masculinity, and it's like, I'm going to be there and make sure what goes on.
Yeah, I'm gonna check this guy out. Oh, he's no threat.
Yeah, go away with him.
What's with that girl's hair? Yeah,
Too funny.
something like that. This is a good point. Guys, Bandcamp Friday. This is, if you're going to purchase music in the community, Friday is the day to do it because the artist gets much more of the receipts of it. The Bandcamp Friday is when I buy all the stuff that I buy. So I'm a big fan of that.
And for anyone interested, I still have the same 4 songs I released 2.5 years ago available on Bandcamp.
I'm going to try and put a new one up before Friday. Since tomorrow's Friday,
Probably not going to
it's
happen.
not looking good.
But it's just good to have goals.
Could happen.
You know, having a goal is more important than achieving a goal.
If you don't have a goal, you will never achieve the goal.
Well, that's 100%.
And if I don't get it put up until Monday or Tuesday of next week, I'll still have a new song on Bandcamp.
Yeah, so your
that'll be
goal
something.
should just be, I'm going to have goals. And then you can never go wrong.
Yeah. It's one way to look at it, for sure.
See? You just gotta dumb it down enough that it becomes easily
Derp, derp, derp.
obtainable.
Yeah. Yeah. New Year's goal, I can spell New Year's or something like that. Yes.
I mean, we meet when
Stay up and
we
work all
gotta meet
night,
our
yeah.
goals. We meet them.
That could happen. I may be up and I may have nothing else to do.
Oh, you're
I'm
you're
watching the
a
printer
plater.
stuff churn. Maybe I'll do it. You never know. Hey, there he is, Zach Thong. How you doing?
What's going on, Zach?
All right.
Zach, well, we have to put him in the list. So I don't know what we had. Chris and I decided, we do like to play a couple songs throughout the show. And the way we're going to do it is from now on, one person will be the feature of the night. So, like tonight, when we play music, it's going to be Rainfield music. We have a few songs of his.
Yeah.
And we're going to keep picking our friends, and it will just be one night of them.
Yeah, road night. Last
So we have to put Zach in that list because he's
absolutely
always hanging out.
And yeah, we inaugurated it last week with Hugh Caldwell. Of course, he didn't come to the show because he sucks. But
Yeah, nor is Rainfield here, but we picked it already.
Yeah.
That's what we must do.
and that may well summon. We can manifest Rainfield if we play his music. I'm thinking.
Everyone listen to DJ. He is the hall monitor. Yeah, Zach, we're all hanging out at Camp Domfather tonight, so you can jump on over there so you guys
That's
can
right.
all
Roll
be
up your
together.
sleeping bag and head over to Dom's.
Mm-hmm.
That way we can all see one another.
See.
Hey.
Yeah, so I wrote a new song this week. I
saw it.
recorded a song, and I have a new acoustic song. I'm in the polishing stages, but happy about that. And it's been one that's been hanging around for a while. An idea I had. So,
See, that's cool, is to take something that's been loitering around and finish it up.
yeah. Well, it was more the idea was hanging around. I forget. I think me and Michael Songs were talking. I'm like, I have this idea. I want to write a song from the tortoise's perspective. From the tail. Like maybe he just don't want to fucking race. Maybe he's like, who needs the competition?
I'll get there when I get there.
I'll get there when I get there. Yes. So I have a new song. I believe it's called "Run Rabbit Run," and it is the tortoise's take on the whole situation. So maybe Tuesday I'll be able to play it.
I liked it. Hey, Dog
Well,
Paw,
thank
how
you,
are
sir.
you? Good to see you, Doc. Yeah, I dug the song. Again, it was and it was catchy. The "Run Rabbit Run" part. I love a hook, and it was a good hook.
It wasn't there. That came like right at the end. I was like, oh, that would kind of be cute. And then it's like, it's paying homage more to the fairy tale. And I don't actually mention that a turtle is actually telling the story. So I thought it would kind of cool. So we'll see.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, hopefully I'll have good streaming powers on Tuesday and I'll play it. I'm just thinking maybe Tuesday I should just do that whole show over.
Yeah, maybe
Just take 'em
do
all
a
again.
reboot. True. What mic did you end up getting, Chad? Because that's disappointing.
Oh,
The one that I use for broadcasting, and a lot of people use these things, but these Blue Yeti mics are friggin' bulletproof. They really are for doing what you're doing. It really is a good mic, and I've been very happy with mine. I'm not using it right at the moment because of the segment we're going to do later, but I use it for this show every time, and I think it's a super mic.
if anyone never is looking for a mic, I have a Rhodes NT USB microphone. I've set it up, but I've never actually used it. I think I bought it back when I used to go on Ron's show a lot.
Yeah.
And before I knew about Landar. So I've never actually used it. I'd be willing to let that go at a fair price.
Okay. Well, there you go. If you need a USB mic like that, that could work.
Yep. And I still got to send you your thing.
Yeah, the little MIDI keyboard. Yeah.
Yeah, the
when
MIDI
you
keyboard.
get to
Yeah.
it.
Chris, I had no idea, and I've known him for a while. He's done songs with complete string sections, and he was do it all through musical typing on a Mac. I'm like, oh my god, that is just that in itself
Hardcore, right?
is a yeah, that's a feat. That is being cheap.
Well, I mean, that's what I had, so I made it work.
Yeah. For the lonely, I have strings and I did it that way. And I don't think I've put strings in anything else because it was such an like wait, G does what note? Oh,
Yeah,
you
that
gotta
makes me
okay.
wonder if it isn't the cable, because that's a good brand of mic. I don't know that particular model, but Audio-Technica is usually pretty solid. And again, if you buy a
Well,
mic that's 100 to 150 bucks, it ought to be pretty decent.
but did you just get it? Just return it. You
Yeah,
can
it's
get a
brand
new
new.
one. I
He
mean,
did it. He bought it for the
yeah,
show.
10%. Oh, okay. You're just upset because you didn't. I mean, who that upsets everyone. You want instant gratification when you make a purchase. Like
Well,
I'm
yeah,
like
it should
ever go to
work.
buy something and they're like, "Oh, we'll order it for you." I'm like, "Goodbye."
Screw
Then I'll
that.
just
Yeah.
order it, online. I mean, and have it sent to me. I don't even shop anymore. It's like Amazon, Sweetwater. Those are about the only stores I go to, and you get everything faster.
Yeah. Well, that's good,
And
Chad. Maybe it just, like I said, bad cable, bad. Hey, sometimes they're duds out of the box.
what? Yeah,
So,
10% of all electronics fail right
yeah,
on,
like right away. Or
purchase.
they're dead out of the box. They
Yeah,
don't even work
yeah,
at
no.
all.
hmm
True story, bro.
It's better when you get it and then you right off the bat, it's screwed up than when you have it for a month and
Yeah, and then
suddenly,
it craps out on
and
you.
then oh,
Or
like,
or the batteries die and you think it's
oh, like me,
yeah.
with my Fishman, fucking an idiot. I have a spare now. I got it from Amazon, and I was like, oh, I should return it, but then I realized for Christmas we bought a turntable, Angel's horn. Piece of crap, man. It would not track. It was like it was an old Bell turntable.
Yeah.
So I returned that, and I had like a $300 credit. So, um, I didn't the sound hole pickup didn't cost me anything, and I do like the sound of the one I have so much that I'm like, I'll just keep it in case it ever does die.
Right. Yeah, or you could use it on another axe if you want to change the sound or, give you,
True, that is
give you
true.
some
I can
variety.
try. Ooh, I can try it in my nylon string guitar.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be actually pretty interesting because I forget, and actually, I just saw it now. This is the problem because I'm a bonehead. This is the problem.
Yeah.
I forget to unplug the damn thing. If it's plugged in, it's draining the battery.
Yep.
So,
Yep. Well, write yourself a yellow sticky and stick it on the computer.
yeah.
So yeah, Dogpaw's buying some gear, got himself a
Ooh,
modded
what you got?
Boss heavy metal pedal.
Ooh,
Say that
heavy
fast 3
metal
times. Heavy
pedal.
metal pedal, heavy metal pedal, heavy metal pedal. Right.
I should mess around with one of my pedals one day. I'd like an M Audio black box. It's called. It's pretty neat.
Yeah.
It has some really good sounds in it.
I don't even know where my pedals are right now. I think
Mine
they're
are
in a box.
mine are all there as I don't know. It's kind of like my little display case. I have a GNX, a Digitech GNX 4, an M Audio black box, a TC Helion vocal, live vocal processor. I don't know, a Crybaby and some other shit.
Yeah, I got some basic ones. I've got a box. Is it a Korg or a... No, it's a Boss. And it's just, an all-in-one where it has a bunch of the guitar sounds built into it. And I used to use that at church. And it's a little noisy, but it works. And
Yeah,
And
the
then I've got
third
a chorus and a
30,
phaser.
35, that's a good one. I have the 40/40, which that's this. I really like this one too. Michael Songs, how you doing?
You're trying this new thing called Sleep. I heard it's good. I'm gonna
All
have to
right,
try it
Michael.
too.
Congratulations. Sweet dreams, sir.
What a thing.
I'm glad
Yeah,
to see that Michael and Maria have leveled off a little bit.
Yeah.
They were
it's
pushing
good,
it hard, boy.
Yeah, they were getting
I
after
mean,
it,
we
which
all.
is good.
I mean, I guess we all started that way. So exciting.
We all
And
go hard, and then we
then
go,
at some
okay.
point you're like, I'm gonna die doing this.
Yeah,
I'm
let's
just
find a
completely gonna
little
die,
balance.
or yeah, it's gonna mess
Balance
up my
is
own life
good.
so bad.
Yeah, that was a little bit problematic for you. But, yeah, this is my Vox amp. I don't know if I were to go back playing live. It's got most of the effects built into it that I ever use, so I think I'm probably good. Just get the foot pedal and just switch at the amp. And
Do you ever
screw
use
with
the amp for recording? Do you ever mic
Yes.
the amp? Okay.
Yes. Sorted City is done that
Oh.
way. All the guitars are done through the amp.
I have those too, Zach. Well, not the same. I have Lewitt stereo matched mics to record my acoustic. That's the international sign for
Yes, for
two
one at the
mics
neck,
to
one at the
record your
sound hole.
acoustic. Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah.
They're really good
Or
mics.
the
I like
international
them.
sound for what a nice set. It's both.
Yeah. Well, see, this is in, and that's means something
Yeah.
completely different.
That's right. The angle that the fingers are pointing denotes
Very
which.
subtle differences.
But we
means-
know.
Yeah. I have a couple, and I have which I really should be using. I have what's this? Fuck. The Shure SM57B.
Yeah.
I have that one. I should use that in place of this. Especially now since I have mic or pickups in both my acoustics. But I kind of like the fact that I kind of like the sound of the majority of the acoustic sound is coming through the pickup and the guitar, but you still get background from the condenser
yeah,
mic.
absolutely. I wouldn't, mine, I pick up that way, but I wouldn't do it any other way. And, as I was doing this little demo, I had my vocal mic set up just like this so I could yap into it, like in my live setup, but it was picking up the guitar since I wasn't singing. And when I clicked it off and it was just the guitar through the pickup, it's like, wow,
It's very thin.
it's not as round a sound.
Yeah.
It has a natural little bit of delay doing it that way. It made it sound awesome.
Right.
So, yeah, I'm a fan of that.
But that's a dynamic mic you have there, right? Or is that
Yes.
a condenser? Oh yeah, so it's not going to pick up too much. You should really get yourself a cheap condenser.
Oh yeah, that's on the shopping list. I will.
Or
I'll
tell
get
your
a nice
wife for Christmas.
Yeah, that's what, honey.
I mean, you could
Itsy.
get what's the first AT1010 or something? It's like $100.
Yeah, no,
Or
that's
1020.
there's decent condenser mics that are not
Yeah.
very much money.
Yeah.
Just have been acquiring other shit. So
Well, that's the thing, right? Guitars.
prioritize. And I've actually put a crowbar in my wallet and bought a couple of plugins. I don't buy a lot of plugins, but there was a couple that I decided that I kind of needed.
Okay.
So.
I have a bunch. Only thing with plug, I just get the Waves plugins. Because I have the Waves Central, it's very easy. There were some plugins I bought, like I bought Alter Baby, I think it was called. Really phenomenal. But
Yeah.
it's with the lock, and you had to put it on a USB. I'm like, ugh, I don't have
Yeah.
the patience for that shit.
Yeah, some of that stuff is a pain in the ass. Yeah, I'm kind of the same way. Because I had the Melba suite, and you had to do a code, and it was all this other happy horse shit. And even though I
Yeah.
bought a package, and the package had 300 plugins or something, the depending on the package you bought, only 30 of them or 50 of them were accessible. And going through and trying to, oh, this one works and this one doesn't. It's like, this is a shitty model, fellas, and screw you.
Yeah, I try to stay away from the packages because you never really go through any because you have so much new candy that it just rots your teeth and you just, I don't
Yep.
want any.
Well,
So,
that was the first and last time I bought a
yeah,
package.
I did that with when I first got the Native Instruments controller, their packages of sounds.
Right.
I probably spent like 500 or 600 bucks, and maybe I've used one on a song,
Yeah,
maybe
that's not
once.
good.
And
Well,
I've used the free one, Labs. What the hell is it called? Everyone knows it. Labo? No, not Labo. I have to go look now. The MIDI.
I don't do a
I
lot of
can't
MIDI
click off.
stuff, so.
I can't click off that microphone. Anyway, whatever it's called, there is some, and they have free sounds you can download, and I use them more. Hey, astrology, what's going on?
Yeah, I like some of the free ones. And the fact of the matter is, most of the DAWs, the built-in plugins, like Apple's selection, they're really good. It's more a matter of using them properly and then occasionally you'll find that, I need a different compressor. I need an FET compressor. And, I'll go pick up select things. Like the vocal thing that Jade did. It's like 59 bucks, I think, or 70, which is way more than I've ever spent on it. But I think as a vocal effects processor, it might well be worth it because it does it all in a easy package.
All my vocals, I use um, CLA vocals. I I like it. And it has the compressor, it has everything built into one kind of package. It's very easy to use for me.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah, I built my own chain and I
possibly.
like it, but every once in a while I get a Jones to do something a little different. In answer to your question, DJ, I don't know what SWA in Southeast Michigan is. Our SWA is Songwriters Anonymous. It's a private Facebook group
Yes,
that Dom and I are members. Dom's founded it, and
I am the
I've been there
founder.
since. Yes, and I'm I don't know,
He's
first lieutenant.
he's first lieutenant. Yeah, he's my henchman. No, and Naya is the executioner.
Yes. Hmm.
SM-27.
Yeah, I mean, sure, builds a damn good microphone. They have for decades.
Yeah.
I don't think, maybe there is, but I've never run across a bad Shure microphone.
So you're saying it's the same name and it's in Southeast Michigan?
Really? Now
Doesn't
we have
Dan
no
live in
knowledge of it.
Michigan? Doesn't Dan? Yeah. Well, one of the guys in the group lives in Michigan.
Yeah, maybe
he's-
yeah. That we
Maybe
have
he
a
started
member.
his own chapter. I know. I'm calling my attorney right now. Our free
That's
group
right.
is being bastardized.
We'll sue hit the pants off that guy, and
Oh,
then we'll
you
sue
know
him to
what?
make him
But-
put his pants back on.
I have to actually say I found the Songwriters Anonymous on YouTube. It was like a man and a woman who played acoustic guitar and sang.
Okay, well, there you go. And here's our bad pun. Thank you, Ray.
Wah, 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 wah.
It could be worse. We could have Joe Norman dad jokes.
Oh, pole vault sighting. Pole vault's in the house. What's going on, Mr. Pole Vault?
Bing. What's up?
Is that what Chad was? He did a test the other night. Was he testing his new microphone?
Yes. And it was weird because he was coming across 5x5 and then he gets on the show and the difference between his vocal mic volume and the music volume was horrendous. Huge. Here's a little streaming tip, boys and girls. Set your vocal level so it's not way below the floor of most of the music you're playing, because if people are casually listening, they got to jack it up to hear what you're saying, and then the music comes on and they pee their pants and then turn it back down, and it's not as pleasant experience for the listener. And I was catching some of Chad's show in the car, so with the road noise, that was miserable.
Well, I'm just happy to hear that he's finally moved past his little.
Yeah, the little clip-on mic was not great.
That thing was excruciatingly harsh.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. I mean, we were used to hearing him a certain way, and then he got a decent microphone, and we went, "Oh, that's your real voice?"
Yeah.
Wow.
That's funny.
Just kidding. But it does make a difference. You know.
Listen,
Come
DJ.
over, yeah, if you're in my chat, get the hell out. We're hanging with Dom tonight.
Last week's was Chris' turn.
That's right. We alternate.
Did I miss?
We share custody of these kids.
Yes.
And it's Dom's weekend.
How about a song?
I was going to say, let's go to the first one of our featured artist, which is Rainfield Music.
Rainfield Music tonight.
And
as it happens, last week was Hugh, who was not present. This week it's Rainfield, and he is also not present.
And so that's what, don't show up to the show and we'll play you.
You only have a good chance of being heard that night. Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right, let me do this, man. We're going to go to the first one. No, I don't. Yeah, we're going to do that one. But I want to hear it too. Why am I just looking at the screen? All right, first we're going to do this to be proper.
I It's impossible to make it today. You could drag me over the rainbow, send me away down by the river. I shot my baby down by the river, shut her dead. Go ahead. Side, I'll be on your side, baby. There's no reason for you to hide. It's so hard for me to stay here all alone when you could be taking me for a ride. You could drag me over the rainbow, send me away down by the river. I
That was cool.
Yeah, man.
There's
I
nothing
knew it was a
better
long song, but
than a bunch of dudes getting together and just jamming.
mhm.
That was awesome.
That is one of my favorite jam songs. It's just
That's a good one.
those. It's like those two chords together. What is it like? An E minor seventh and an A
I
sus or
believe
something.
so. I don't know.
You could just do it
Haven't
for
played in a while,
friggin'
but-
days. It just they work so well together.
But yeah, nice. The two guys trading leads and everything, like on the record. That was fantastic. That was a lot of fun. So we'll play a little more of Rainfield later tonight, but a little taste of our featured artist tonight.
Yeah. And I bought booze, so I remember
Okay.
I was like, I actually bought something to drink.
Yeah, now I've got to keep my powder dry and finish up, and then tomorrow, I'm going to have a drink. And 3. And then Saturday 2.
There you go. We gotta
Woo.
live. Life's meant for living.
Yep, exactly. All
So
right.
did you switch your stuff around? You want to do your thing?
Oh.
See or no?
Well, maybe we'll start with yours, and then I can.
With mine?
Yeah, let me see.
All right, we
Let's
can.
see if I can do this. Yeah, we'll get going on yours a little bit. Yeah, I should have switched it while we were playing the song because that would have been smart. But
You had 10 damn minutes.
I didn't think of it.
All right,
Thanks for sending me a little note going, hey, this would be a good time to switch up your settings.
come on, Chris. A song's playing. You know where I am.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm glad it was a long song. It was like I actually picked it because it's one of my favorite Neil Young songs. Oh, before I do that, I learned a new Neil Young song today.
Which one?
My own version of The Loner
Okay.
off his first album. Really cool tune. I mean, I haven't heard too much, and I don't know how much my version is like his, but I like it. Double drop D tuning. So I was like, I don't do anything in double drop D. So I started writing something, music in it. And then I was like, anytime I come upon a new tuning, I want to have a few songs to do. So I'm going to try to learn the chain from Fleetwood Mac. I don't know if I can sing it yet, but man, that is like such a fantastic guitar part.
You might have to change the key. That's Lindsey Buckingham, and that one's up there a little bit.
Yeah, but I could probably do it low.
Probably. I love the chain.
It's a really good song.
Great friggin' song. And of course the bass at the end. Doom,
Yeah.
doom, 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 doom.
Hmm.
Love that part.
And you know what I like when he was talking about it? It was like they were all completely different fragments of music that let's put that with that, and
Yeah, one of their best songs.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't.
It's
I don't know that-
probably the only Fleetwood Mac song I would say I actually love.
Yeah, I like a lot of their stuff.
I was
gotta
never a
say,
huge
but-
fan of them. Don't know why, but just never was.
Well, and again, for me, it goes way back to like Mystery to Me, and I've been a fan of the band in every incarnation. Back to the original blues band, and then with Green, and then with Bob Welch, and then with Stevie Nicks and Buckingham. But yeah, there's a song of every era that I really dig.
Right. Mm-hmm.
But probably the chain is my favorite of
Yeah.
the modern Mac.
Yeah, that's going to take some time to learn. It's fairly intricate, in the way you finger pick it and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
now that part is, I mean, the chords are pretty basic.
No, yeah,
but
it's
that part
mhm.
of it, yeah, is, and of course he plays it on a baritone guitar and weird tuning, and yeah, all of the stuff he did was weird. It's a little
Yeah.
tough to duplicate.
Well, he recorded it in double drop D, so it's basically standard tuning, and both E strings are tuned down to D. And I think he also performed it live just in regular drop D. So, yeah, Yeah, I love Neil Young, Zach. He's by one of my favorites. Not with the band. I'm not crazy about Neil Young and his electric guitar, but his acoustic stuff, it's it it moves me. So yeah, I always adding. I probably of anyone I play most of his music, which is always funny with Neil Young because I was like, I could never do Neil Young. I could never sing like him. Luckily, he sings at such a high octave that it doesn't sound too bad in my normal kind of range. One octave below him, it still sounds,
Yeah,
fairly decent.
it's true.
I just watched it was Neil Young, the first 10 years. I just watched that last night, and then I was watching one on Humble Pie, and it was pretty good.
That's a good group. A lot of great musicians in there. Not a huge fan of the band, but
I stopped watching when Peter Frampton left.
yeah.
Because I didn't realize really he was a really, I mean, I know he's a good guitar player, but he was a really good guitar player.
Mm-hmm.
And I liked I liked the I liked the melodic structure that he had with Humble Pie, and it wasn't so just gritty blues. He brought a lot to it. And then as soon as he left, it was just eh.
Yeah.
What's up, G-Mate?
Hey, G-Mate, what's going on, brother man? How are ya? Good to see you.
That's funny, Paul.
Yeah. Yeah, he hopes Neil Young will remember.
I don't think Neil Young remembers much.
No. Neil Young did a lot of drugs, boys and girls.
Did he? I don't know.
Yeah. At one time. I don't think he's
Possibly. I don't know. I know he's a big. I bet he gets your magazines. He's a big train nerd.
He was a Lionel guy, which is he actually owned Wellspring, one of Lionel's holding company, for a while.
Oh, okay.
I've met Neil Young at a train show, and everybody says he's kind of an asshole. Let me tell you, they're right.
Oh, I mean, I love his music, but he came as close as you can get where I was just like, oh, that's enough. When he came out and started telling artists they should not be on Spotify. And I was like, it's very easy for you to say, Mr. Platinum selling multimillionaire,
Right.
recording artist, to tell these people desperate for the 6 cents a listen they're going to get,
Yeah. Well, my favorite part of that was he pulled his music off of Spotify for
Yeah.
10 days. What
Oh,
a
really?
hypocrite douchebag. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's what come on. Hey, OE67, how are you?
What's going on? Are we
Thanks for
67
the
is the year I
Canadians are
was
out in
born.
force, which is nice. Noise.
Noish. All right,
Yeah.
so let me bring mine up. Special
Okay.
treat for you folks.
You're going to
So,
peek behind the curtain
Yeah,
on
Chris
a
and
little
I
bit
are
of
going
what
to
we
open
do.
up recordings in process that we're going to share with you guys. So this is what I recorded on Saturday night. It's a song I have been kind of playing live called Slow Burn. No, I don't want that. I need share screen. What was I saying? Yeah, it's a song I've been playing live called Slow Burn. It's officially going to be called It's a Slow Burn. It's still in the demo phase. I have really scratchy vocals on it. And I'm still just trying to get the music correct.
Right.
Tell you, wait, how do I do this? Oh, present.
Present.
Video and
Daw.
then share screen. But window, entire screen. What do I? Oh, I have to highlight it first.
Yeah.
Has to be. There we go.
Live internet, folks. Working without a net.
All right, let me get it set up here. Window, turn off the automation. Okay, here we go.
All right.
Now I can do it.
Cool. Here we go.
Present. Window. There we go.
Not going to salute it again. Okay.
Okay, there we go.
So there's his DAW, and there's his tracks.
There's my DAW. See, we have, let's go through it. Obviously, the Auto Drummer. Somehow, I locked it to a different pattern. And even though it's not there, I was afraid to delete it. So let's see, the purple or whatever blue. That is the bass guitar. We have a 12-string on the left, a 6-string on the right, and 2 guitars playing kind of like lead melody. Separate recordings, but basically playing the same thing. Then we have a little electric guitar section, and then we have a bunch of vocals. So let me start it. You guys can hear. Right now I'm working on automating some of the volumes, and I still have some stuff I have to fix, but we shall get there.
Always that way. Dom, if you mute that, it mutes everything.
What's up?
If you mute, it mutes everything.
And 2 by 2 we hit the shore. Both of us
I didn't know
with
that.
our swords drawn.
Good to know.
Now we know.
In the early light of morn, I feel a slow burn. Blame the man who's picking sides. He don't know his wrong from right, so he won't get left behind when the story's told.
Yep.
Oh, I
There-
turned. Am I?
You're on.
Uh-oh. Why don't I hear it? Do you hear me?
Yeah, the song ended. I can hear you.
Oh, that's right. I have to scroll back to the beginning. There.
Yeah.
I forgot I'm in my own project.
Yeah.
There we go. Yeah,
Yep.
you forget about those little things.
Things. So yeah.
So I changed some stuff since we last talked. So I kept feeling like right in the beginning, right went into the first verse, that the acoustic guitars was still too much. I almost dropped them out. So, and I may actually re-record it and just strum and not do the finger picking stuff.
Okay.
Because I thought it took away.
Yeah.
So I feels better that way. And everyone in SWA was like, it felt a little too busy there. So I stripped that down. I still have to fix I like the new bass part, but it's a little sloppy and
Yeah.
it's all like all this weird sliding, and I have to get the timing down better. But I think once I do, we'll sound pretty good.
Yeah.
So I know I have to fix that. And the electric guitars here, I think I was telling I think I have to redo them. So it's two separate guitar parts, and I think at the end of each run, one of the guitars has to do some kind of more of a fill. Right now, they're both kind of doing the end thing, and I think one guitar needs to do something different to fill up that little bit of space.
Yeah. Fair enough.
And obviously, I have to redo all the vocals, but I'm like really trying to stack and build like the harmonies as it goes through, and at the end I want like a whole bunch of different pitches saying, and the background vocals, they're just saying it's a slow burn.
Right. And how we worked on this, I mean, Dom pulled it up and we dissected it. And it's like, okay, on the bass part, do this here. How about this? And, Dom's already revised it. And this would represent what we call a demo, but a fairly polished demo. The song has form, structure, there's things to fix and little details to do, but, the song is coming together.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Drum parts take a long time.
Yeah.
Because working with the auto drummer, you change your dial too much, the part's completely different, and sometimes you can't always get it back, and it's a pain in the neck. But I like that in the bridge it went from, first it had like a half time, then it went to a double time, and now I just made it, the first part of the bridge is just like on the fours, and then it goes into double time, and I think it kicks it up good now, but I love when it drops back into the main riff. It really sounds cool.
Right.
So I'm still working on the fills a little bit than that, and I do think once I have it done, I am going to convert it to MIDI and isolate each the snare, the bass, the cymbals,
Yes.
and EQ each drum separately, so I can get some different sounds. And I don't know what else. I think that's. I had one question. So when you don't hear the first bass part, I had Chris and I both hit on one thing. The whole thing is like dum 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 like that. It's just like a basic walk down, and it's what do we figure it was? It's Summer Loving in reverse. Dum 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 dum, and this goes dum 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 dum, something like that. But it was thrown off in the very beginning because I started with a double tap, boom boom, and it totally threw the whole song off. So I had to re-record it, and it just one bonk the first time. But I don't know if you heard it. I have the feeling that maybe I shortened it up too much, and I'm thinking, does it need to ring out a little bit longer. I thought
Yes.
maybe I cut it off a little too quick.
Yeah, I think I agree. I think it's a little too staccato. It's
Right.
Dung, let it ring. Dung, 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 dung.
Yeah, I went too much the other way. So,
Yeah. Easy to do.
yeah, just re-record it.
Yeah. Do it till you get it right.
That's
And
basically how I do it, folks.
Well, I mean, when I do, any of the parts, I do a track and then I know it's not exactly what I want, and then I'll mute it and I'll play it again, and then I'll mute it and I'll play it again. And so I'll stack up 5, 6 tracks and then go through, and by the 7th one or whatever, I'm feeling like, okay, this has got the right feel and everything. And, if I've muffed a one note or 2 notes, in one of those, the note's right and I can punch that one note in, and then I'm done.
Yeah, I mean, I in general do the whole thing.
Yeah.
I don't because to me it's not the finished product for me. It's, can I play a damn song I wrote? So at least in my own head, it's important that I can play all the parts consistently, except for obviously where I can't. Like the bass guitar. One of the things we talked about. So the main lick is on the D string, and it's kind of high, so you don't have much bass weight. So I had a double track, and I had to just thum, thum, let the bass, because when I tried to do it, my hand would cut off the ringing of the low bass note. So,
Right.
in places like that, that's different. But I have to. I don't feel I've finished a song unless I can play the whole song through. And that's the other thing I wanted to fix in this. I don't think anyone else hears it, but it bugs the shit out of me. So I knew what the song was. So I wanted to get recordings. So all I did was I recorded each guitar, so the 12 string is capoed at the 7th, which is the key of A. And I was basically just doing a rundown on, D, then D with a C in the bass, D with the B in the bass, and then A. And then I did the 6-string guitar was standard, and it was A to G to F sharp to E, right? So I knew it repeated the whole song, so I just recorded and I looped it. And my thing is, I can hear that there is no variation in any of it. And to me, no variation is worse than too much variation. So, but I always intended, when I'm all done with everything else, then I'll just record a natural guitar across the whole thing, because you need minor little differences to make it sound correct.
Right.
Right now, it doesn't sound correct to my ears because that little 5-second thing just keeps happening over and over and over.
No, I hear you. I'm not a big fan of the looping thing. Now, I am different from you in that, if I'm playing a 5-minute song and if I blow one note, I'm going to punch that note in. I don't, I'm not going to play it again for 5 minutes and get every note perfect. I don't care about that. I'll punch in a note, because that's what I used to do in the recording studio.
Yeah.
You punch one in, big deal. Now, if there's multiple mistakes, you're right. I'm going to track it all again. And so everything I do is basically one take with, I'll touch up a thing or two.
Mm-hmm. How do I unpresent this damn thing? Oh, stop.
Yeah, just like that.
Just like that. There you go. So anyway, folks, that is my newest song. It's called It's a Slow Burn. And I thought that would be a great name for an album.
Oh, yeah.
Because, I don't know, I mean, I've said it a bunch of times. I wrote the song because of YouTube. YouTube reviewed the music I listened to, and it said I like melancholy music with a slow burn, and I was like, I'm gonna write a song about that.
Here's my next song, bitches.
Because
Very
it's 100% true. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, good night, Michael. Sleep.
Good night, Mike. Talk to you later.
Sleep. Go to sleep. All right, let's see if I can do this. Now, that represents, something that's on its way to being finished. What I'm going to present is not that at all. And this is raw AF. All right. So let's go. Oops, I was looping something. Let's go back. And let's. Dun, 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 dun.
Do you have a working title or anything yet?
Yeah, I do.
I can't see that form. It's too small.
Yeah, it's called Beautiful Scars. I don't want that
Okay.
one to go.
Scars or stars?
Scar.
Okay.
Yeah. And I'll show you now. Oops, that's not it. I keep my lyrics in the notepad and just, I'm doing this on the fly. This is how this rolls.
Yeah.
So.
You're not recording a song, you're creating a song.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
let's just see. I'm not sure which even vocal tracks.
Oh,
those
Helplessly
are.
Hoping. That's a good song, Zach.
I'm going to hit play. Let's just see what happens.
Sounds like the music's not playing through. Chris, is Landar on?
Yeah. Can you not hear it?
It's phasing in and out.
Guitars are a little phasey. Maybe that's.
No. I mean, it's completely.
All right. Let's just see. So this vocal is not phasing, is it?
Phasing was not probably the right word, but it sounds like it's going underwater and then coming back up and then going underwater again.
Yeah. It may just be the way it's going through Landar.
It could be.
So anyway, but we'll kind of, again, this is as raw as it gets. This is like one take vocals, and this is just basically a digital song.
I don't see Landar in your chain. Oh no, are you sure it's in your master chain?
So yeah, it's definitely there.
Yeah, because your vocal mic is fine.
Yeah, but is the volume really low on the
It's
music
pretty
part?
low, but it was just hit play again. Let me hear again.
All right.
Yeah, it's doing the same thing. Turn your vocal mic off. Turn your talking mic off.
Ah, okay. I see what you're saying. Stand by.
Or actually, you have all the input things still. Like you don't need them on now, do you? Because it could be picking up something else. Like how you have the orange things all lit, like to hear them.
Yeah, the monitors.
Yeah, I don't think you need the monitors on now, do you? You only need them when you're recording. I believe.
Maybe it's just nostalgia to make me sad. The special people, they always leave.
Yeah, the same thing is happening.
Best would you leave? Don't know where you went to. You left a beautiful scar. I know you didn't mean to. You left a beautiful scar on the day you went away. You left a beautiful scar I have left of you. Is this beautiful scar?
Yeah, there's definitely something wrong. Chris.
All right. Well, again, that's live. Sounds great on my end. I'll check the recording later and we'll figure it out. But what I'm going to stop the share. But again, this kind
Yeah, it
of
was definitely doing something funky.
yeah,
It's
whatever.
not chocolate, it's cashews.
But that's
Oh.
kind of our
that
songwriting
loud?
process. Yeah,
Is that loud, dog pop?
Mr. Chew guy. Yeah. We'll figure out why that. I may have to change a different setting. Because
Yeah,
I turned the
we-
vocal mic off, but
We have to try it probably in private.
Yeah, we'll try it
'Cause it
again. and
should
figure
work.
out where the
Basically,
something sneaking through, and I
yeah,
can't-
that's what it totally sounded like to me.
yeah, and I can't figure out where the sneak path is. But anyway, but yeah, that's and that's what an idea. I had the idea for the main lyric, and I was playing the chords, and so this is me just getting everything down before I forget it. And I will, when I'm really on top of it, I'll write the chords down in the little note section there, because I've certainly gone back in the past and go, okay, how do I play this song? And I got
I
nothing.
was about to say, so considering it's mainly a acoustic thing, one of the things I started doing, and all the things you see me post in the group, so I record through my DAW, and I landar it to QuickTime, and then I make a video. You should make you make that video and where you can see what you're playing, because I do the same thing. I'm like, what in the hell did I play? And then it's gone. So hopefully we'll come back one day. But usually a song idea, before I actually record parts, I just do an acoustic playthrough and make a video of me playing it.
Look at DJ Big Red. Maybe. Right. Hell if I know. It may have that capability, and I just haven't figured it out yet. I know it will, it can chart certain things, but anyway. All right, I'm looking in the chat to see what we missed.
So did you write all the lyrics while looping? And that's fun sometimes. I like doing
Yeah, some yes. I had a basic idea for lyrics, and then a lot of times you'll write them down, but then you got to do the song to get the pacing and the phrasing and everything, and that's why I like to keep it on the side there. It's like, okay, no, that doesn't work. I have to rewrite this, or I have to change words, or to kind of, and again, just the very raw process. You guys will probably hear that song in a month, and it won't really sound a whole lot like that. That's the idea.
Those things aren't supposed to sound good.
Well, and mission accomplished.
No, but I mean, don't listen for it to sound good.
No, it needs to sound good enough that I know what I want to do with it and where I want to go, and get a sense of the overall orchestration. And again, even though there was a drum track there, that was a timekeeper track. That was...
Yeah, like we were talking about, JJ's got a new song he's working on, folk punk. Mm-hmm. And it's really friggin' cool. It's a really cool song. And man, not tearing him up, but he was asking for ideas. And man, we were like, I heard this hi hat thing, and it was like,
Yeah.
I almost want to record, so we can
Right.
it was sounding so good. On
Which
it.
and that's why we're sharing kind of our process. We have absolutely done that for one another. I know I've recorded little guitar bits or little vocal bits or whatever and sent them to people in the stream and go, here's, rather than me trying to type 50 words and explain, here's what I think it could sound like. And that's just, again, nice shorthand. So yeah, you should probably do the hi-hat thing for JJ. Say,
Yeah, if I had a piece of the first thing when I started listening to it, it reminded me of, I was talking about it. Remember when I played like 2 weeks ago? I played "Wonderful Tonight"
yeah,
on acoustic. All I hear when I listen to Eric Clapton's version is the friggin' hi-hat in the song, because the drummer did like such a cool hi-hat thing. It's the most remarkable thing of the song to me. And that's instantly heard when I heard that song.
yeah. No, I think the song. It's nice that he's actually working again. His hand is apparently healed enough that he can play. Poor JJ. I mean,
he was down for like, I
9
was
months.
down for a while, and
he was down a lot
for-
longer.
no, almost a year. It seems
Yeah,
like
pretty close to a year. Couldn't play, and
Yeah, his hands are like frozen.
yeah. So yeah, we had a guy in Songwriters Anonymous who couldn't write songs, but again, through no fault of his. So we didn't boot him out.
Yes,
Now
DJ.
he's back
So
doing things.
basically, what is it? 19 of us, 19, 20 of us.
Yeah, right
Private
around 20.
Facebook group. Not everybody works as much as everyone else. A lot of people disappear for a while because life is busy. But Sarah's Smile, that's a great song. But basically, we just all geek out on songs together, and we use each other as kind of sounding boards and they get ideas. A lot of times when you're trying to write a song, you miss the real obvious things because you're so focused on, finishing it, that you miss all these little things that other people can just hear right away. Oh, you should have done that. And, and it's not so much, everyone's pretty cut and dry, like it's not a group where people are going to give you a compliment sandwich. They're just going to say, oh, that part was terrible, and not even going to mention what they like all the time, because you don't really need to hear what people like, because that's irrelevant.
Don't care.
Yeah.
It's not unlike in a studio environment where you have a producer. We all act as one another's producers and go, yeah, no, that's not good enough. Or here's how I hear this. Another song here recently, the drums were done in such a way, and they said, this song sounds a little flat to me. And my comment was, your drums are absolutely flaccid. Get some friggin' Viagra on those things and pump them up, because they were trying to do a certain thing and they played the track that they were trying to do. And they're like, here's the difference.
Carlos.
Here's why it doesn't sound that way. Your drums are they're non-existent.
Mm-hmm.
And so,
so just basically like that. And then, talk about ideas for songs, and we all like to, everyone tell us the stories behind the songs, and
yeah, what our thoughts were
stuff like that.
when we did it. Yeah. So
A little bit mixing, a little bit writing, a little bit performance. We kind of a lot video, and a lot of times then we just help each other or record parts for each other, because we have, piano players and drummers and guitar players and singers and people who can make videos.
So there's a little bit of cooperative effort in some things. But the other rule is, nobody brings in a finished song. We don't care.
Yeah, that's, kick your song out if you finished it. like, well, what's point? Well, where you're like, where everyone's fans too. So if Chris releases a song, I'll obviously go listen to it.
Yeah,
But
we'll hear
if
it
he
on the
put
shows.
if he put it in Songwriters Anonymous, we're like, what the hell's this here for? So, it's not for finished work; it's for works in progress. And once you feel happy, then you set it free, and it's no longer our song anymore. And then, the basic rule is you have basically a whole lot of people who give you different suggestions. None of them are meant to say you should do this, and you're the person who makes the song. If you choose to follow anybody, you do. If you
Yeah.
don't want to, you don't. No one's it's not like you have to do it this way.
No, our number one rule in Songwriters Anonymous is it's your song. You ask for advice, we'll tell you what we think. If you want a suggestion, we got suggestions, maybe. But at the end of the day, if you go, yeah, screw you guys, I don't like any of those suggestions. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Your song.
Yeah. And then I guess the unwritten rule is don't defend your position.
That's right. Well, I
That
did that
drives me
because of this.
crazy.
We don't care.
Well, it's not even don't care. You ask for my opinion. Don't try to convince me that you're right and I'm wrong, or don't ask then.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you ever wanted to check it out, DJ, just let us know and you can come in.
Yeah, we do recruit members. And we do try and intentionally keep the group fairly small.
Yeah.
Dom and I have been a part of a number of songwriting groups, and they get enough people in them, and they inevitably implode. And that's just the one group we're in. They're always bitching about how many listens and everything. It's just stupid, and we have no interest in that kind of shit.
What's nice about it is, it has to be small enough that it's intimate, and like here's for instance, back to folk punk. We know what kind of music folk punks likes to make, and we all like that kind of music that he does. No one's going to suggest something that is outside of who folk punk is, kind of thing. So it's intimate in that way. We all have a good sense of each other.
Yes.
I think.
No one's going to say, God, Chris, you ought to do a rap song. No, that's not going to happen. It's not me. Everybody knows that.
I've been thinking about doing a rap song.
Well,
I've done Yonkers.
You've done kind of one. You could do that. That's just not me. Yeah. And again, you know what? Gary Hubb's not going to do a country song. That's not who he is. He's got every bit of musical talent. He could do one, but that's not Hubbs.
Well, just don't do it as a country. I mean, country songs are just like rock songs, same chords. Just make a country song your way.
Yeah. Well, and now that's one Dom has mentioned many times. There are some of my things that do have a little bit of a country feel. And I'm not a country music guy, but I grew up listening to enough, folk music, Appalachian music, Southern rock, et cetera, that there's a bit of that influence. And it comes out every once in a while.
To me, I always hear the country more in the Timberview voice than anything else.
That was funny, Dogpaw. And if you'd spelled it right, it would have been even funnier.
Ooh, don't make spelling mistakes on the happy hour show, folks.
Only if they're funny. And that one was funny. Yeah. This is why, I've got huge admiration for JDL. Because that dude he can sing damn near anything. He's a killer good rapper. And that's it. It's an impressive talent.
And he's got bite to his rap.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm a fan.
I've got no bite.
I got no bite.
I got no bite.
Get some bite, but I've got no bite.
Yeah, Al's very good doing country music. but it's more. I wouldn't actually. He's more Americana than country. Americana is like alternative country rock,
Yeah.
kind of,
Yeah.
And he's mixed in with he's been whitewashed. You can hear folk and rock background, and
Yeah. No,
country
and,
in it.
Exactly. It's not a big stretch for him because those genres are all, there's a lot of intersection there. So it doesn't surprise me that Al can do that. Yeah, you had to be. Very nice. Nice.
So
save.
who else posted that? See, Michael Songs posted
Yep,
a
he's
new
got a
song
new one
he's
cooking.
working on, and I did, and someone else did. JJ.
Yeah, JJ's
Right, he
got
did
his new one.
Well, he had his new one that he played on Hippie already, and then now one that's just like
That just
from
yesterday.
scratch, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
So usually about like you get a couple during the week,
Yeah.
and then you get nothing, and then but the one good thing about being in a group like this, DJ, is when people are working. The more people who are working, the more people who start working. So it gets kind of addictive, and then everyone's like, "I got this, and I got that, and I got that." So
Yeah,
then it
I
becomes
mean,
a lot
it's
of fun. And that is how we did YouTube's first multi-premiere night, because we were all working, and when we did like 4 premieres in one night on different channels. That's because everyone was like catching fire.
Yeah. And we go through periods where, we really feed off one another. Dom's probably the most prolific, probably followed shortly by Michael's songs. And, then probably Nea, then me. I just work slower, I think, than some of these other guys. I like to percolate it. I mean, again, the fact that I played you that thing, I would never... I mean, I didn't even present that to SWA yet because it's just...
Yeah,
it's
that's
not
the first time I heard it.
Yeah. Well, that's because it wasn't ready. I just did that little bit this afternoon vocally, and then, like I need to do a little bit more, and then I'll stick it in the group, and it won't phase and sound weird, and people can give me a little
Yeah, that was
little
weird shit,
feedback.
man. We got to figure that out.
Yeah, it's got to be a sneak someplace, but yeah, well, but we will figure it out.
I wish we could get those SWA shirts again. They've changed. Now it's like JJ got one, and the SWA thing is like really small, right?
Oh, it looked like a baby shirt because the logo was so. I mean, on mine, it's big. It's in here someplace. Yeah. Well, and I may get the Teespring shop set up and start selling sleeves, and maybe a shirt with a big fan on the front of it, and then maybe I'll read. Since I did the artwork, I could do SWA shirts very easily.
That'd be cool.
Might have to do that.
I have my something like that shirt now.
I do not have a something like that shirt, and I got to get in his shop and get that.
But I think the one I have, right, Clay, it's different than all the others. Mine has the conspiracy music on the sleeve. It only took me 1.5 years to get it, I think. But
Yeah. Now, look carefully, DJ.
yeah.
Not Kiss. Well, it's funny you should mention that because my wife finally figured out the joke tonight. Been wearing this shirt for a couple weeks, and she's laughing, and she looks at it tonight, she goes, "Oh, that says hiss, doesn't it? Not kiss." I went, "Yeah, that's the joke. They're cats." She goes, "Well, I loved the shirt before, but now I really love it."
Chris and his cats. Ugh.
Yeah. Meow.
Not a cat guy, folks. I'm not a cat guy.
Yeah, I'm a cat guy, dog guy, bunnies in my yard, whatever.
I started learning to my old Hank Williams. On one of my live streams, Hugh asked me to play a song called "You're the Reason the Kids Are Ugly" by Conway Twitty and what's her name?
Loretta Lynn.
Oh my
Yeah,
God! I listened to the song. It's hysterical. So I started
There's some good old
practicing-
country songs like
I
that.
started practicing it last night, and I could not keep a straight face. I just started howling. Some of the lines are so friggin' funny in it.
Yep.
I'm not sure.
See?
Right? They were
TJ
married.
knows.
No.
Yep. Well, they were pretty
TJ
funny.
does know. He knows what chat everyone should go to. He's our chaperone.
Yes, our traffic cop, all of that
Traffic,
good
yep.
stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Conway Twitty, man. Remember the hair on that dude?
Yeah.
Had that big pompadour.
Did anyone see? Was it on Hulu or they had like a mini series about the two of them? Oh my God, he was talk about a metal. Those like early country guys. I don't think anyone could hold a candle to the shit those dudes did.
Oh no! I mean, they would have partied Motley Crue into the ground.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Those guys were hardcore.
And was it Conway Twitty that got a DWI? Because he was stopped by the police. He drove his rider mower tractor to the bar.
Maybe.
I think it maybe
that sounds a very
was one of
country
them.
thing to do.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I mean, that could have been Merle Haggard. Easy.
Yeah.
Could have been.
One of them.
Yeah. No, those guys were characters.
But I've later in life I got more of an appreciation for country music.
Yeah, no question. Wait a minute. Conway Twitty wasn't his real name? I'm shocked.
Really?
Shocked, I tell you.
My real name, just so everyone knows, is not Dom Toro Grosser either. It's just my stage name.
Yep. And my real name is Poindexter Sweetwater.
Mm-hmm.
Just so you know, if it's true confession time.
It always is.
Yeah.
Next week I'll play Truth or Dare live on the YouTube.
Well, don't do that.
No.
All right. Well, let's fire up another Rainfield music song.
Yes. Oh, this one. See, I want to hear. Okay, this I'm anxious to hear. I have not heard this one yet. Quite diverse music we have from them this evening.
first off, if you haven't made money with AI yet,
All right. Well, again, that was cool. Just two dudes doing just doing a little Rush 2112. So pretty awesome. And again, I dig that it's got a space there and they're just jamming out. So very nice.
I did not realize the bass player was not going to be there.
Yeah, well, it was like kind of like Real Rush is right now. Two-thirds of the guys.
Yeah. That may be the best one side of an album like ever.
It's pretty bitchin'. Yeah.
I just love their story behind it. Like they were going to get dropped. Well, then we're just going to do what we want to do anyway. And that's what made them superstars, you know?
Well, that's the thing, chart your own course. That back when record companies actually had say in that kind of stuff, they would always tell artists, do this, do that, do the other thing. And they were usually wrong. Artists should just do what they feel like they need to do.
Yeah. I mean, that is the main thing I miss with music, what makes me like community music so much better because it's so varied. You know.
Yeah, no, it's you can get anything. Corporate radio is exactly that. It's all program crap, and it's either stuff that I loved in the 70s and 80s, but that's a long time ago, or it's just the same old crap being recycled. And
well, you know what it is? It's like, I mean, I won't deny that, like, what's popular today and liked by the vast majority of people, music has become, once becomes something, a source of, wealth, then you're only going for this portion of the society, but there's those people and those people that just get left out, and that's what all the great bands we were attracted to offered us, that one little different thing that we really need, kind of thing. So
yep, exactly. Hey, listen.
Hey, what's going on?
How are you? Good to see you, man.
Oh boy, what are you doing, Feisty?
Losing her belt, apparently.
Losing a belt, and then she's telling us the whole story, but the whole time she thinks she's telling her husband.
Easy to get confused. Dom and I have never done that.
No.
In the multiple chats that we're in. We've never sent things to the wrong chat, ever.
Oh, my God.
Ever.
There's been some embarrassing moments.
Well, you find out that we don't talk bad behind people's backs either. It was just like we'd get something and go, this makes absolutely no sense. And it's like, yeah, because it wasn't for this chat.
That's funny. Hey, Emperism, how the hell are you?
Good morning in Finland.
Speaking of people we never talk badly about, it's Emperism.
Can't do it.
No.
He's a good, and he's drinking the Tullamar Dew, so you know he's a good man. He knows what's good. Indeed. Coming up, and I'm going to apologize publicly because, we run down all the shows, and it's just, there's a lot of shows, and we miss some. Last week, I missed promoting Gary Hubbs, so my bad. So tomorrow, Friday, you got your Metalhead Hippie starting in the afternoon. Then you got Clay and Chad, Bandcamp Friday. Then you got Gary Hubbs, Homewrecker, out there dodging campus security and playing his tunes and getting out the hockey puck and throwing some ice pucks around. That's always a good time. And then sometimes Heather will come on, and after 2 hours after that, and it's like, oh my God, these people never go to bed, but I'm there too. So, and then Saturday, Chad's show features Lady Campion, which will be amazing. And then Sunday, Rockin' Rabbit Holes, which I can't. what's going on Rocket Rabbit Holes? Let me think. What's serial killers. And no, not people that slash other people. This is actual breakfast cereal. And I'm not sure what the conspiracy is there, but tune in Sunday, Rockin' Rabbit Holes, and find out.
Do you really need a conspiracy to talk about cereal?
No, you don't. And of course, during first thing Sunday morning, you got Michael's songs playing his Sunday set. And then Valerie Bott's got her What the Flock, where she chats and plays a little music. And then we have Rockin' Rabbit Holes. So lots of stuff. If you can't find a show in the next couple days to hang out with your friends, you're not trying. Just staying.
Shows are plenty.
Yep. Oh, and there's Epiforium. How are ya? Epi and Imp. We've got both our E people here. All of a sudden. So, yep. And then, to round it all off, thank you, DJ, for the reminder, then Hippie closes out Sunday. So, stuff to watch, stuff to listen to.
Rabbit Holes closes that Sunday, right?
I think they overlap. I think Rockin' Rabbit Holes comes on
his
first.
Friday shows earlier.
Yeah, Friday shows
Hippie
earlier.
now with new and improved cable management.
Yeah, Hippie's got his cables all fixed up.
Managed.
Yeah, Hippie's got it going on. Hippie's managed. Yep, Ep and Ep. That's what. Ep and Ep. It's good to have both Ep and Ep.
Mm-hmm.
And then, because of all of that programming, I'm going to be drinking this weekend. I'm just saying, I'll be done with this magazine. Going to go to the restaurant and everything. I'll have a couple drinks. Not that I ever get hungover, but if I was, you'd want to hang out on the Hangover Show with Pole Vault and Sunshine Archer on Mondays. And that show's just fun. Fun. And Todd will be there probably, and we'll see what Todd is up to. See if he fell in quicksand. See if he and Sandra are back together. Lots of things to find out. And that's it. I'm probably missing 10 shows, but those are the ones I can think of off the top of my head.
Well, during that span, Blue Unicorn will probably have at least 6 different sing thingies and 2 nocturnal emissions.
Yeah, nocturnal transmissions.
Oh,
I got it right
go.
this time. That's
why I never say the name, because it always makes me go, ew.
Yeah. Well, then, of course, that's his sense of humor. Yeah.
Hey,
And,
what's going on, Preston?
Dieting advice from the dog paw. As always. Yeah. No, it's not a diet show. We've been very good. We've barely mentioned food tonight. Look at us. And half the reason we mentioned it is because of the cereal show. So
I ate much later tonight, too.
yeah.
So I'm usually at this point, I'm very hungry.
Yes, but you're sated at this moment. That's good. All right. Yep. Thanks for the reminder, Zach. Valerie. And I don't often catch that show because it falls at a time that I'm trying to finish up work thing and go get my wife because she gets off early on Fridays. So I don't always get to see that one. It's a delightful show. I just don't get to see it that often. So hence I forgot about it. What I should do is write a damn yellow sticky note and paste it up and keep filling in the shows. So then I'll have them all. But
you wouldn't see a screen anymore.
Yeah, exactly. It's like,
well, that's also the good thing about it. You can't make every single show.
Can't and shouldn't.
And shouldn't if you,
No, because you got to sleep. You got to,
if you do.
Got to eat. Yeah, well, you're addicted to, but it's not drugs. You're addicted to shows. And probably just as unhealthy. So, check out the shows when you can. And that's how it is. Can't be everywhere all the time, and nor should you try.
Mm-hmm. Oh my
Yes.
God. I don't think anyone streams later than you.
No, it's pretty
Feisty.
impressive.
It's I don't even know it's happening until it's over. It's like so late.
Yeah, it's crazy.
But I do check in. You're so generous. Like I've checked out a bunch of your shows, and every time I have, I'm like, oh my God, she played one of my songs.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
she's
it's
a
very
sweetheart.
nice. Thank you very much.
Yeah, it's very nice. There's one of mine that she likes a great deal, and that tends to get a little play, and it's appreciated.
Who was it? Clayton told me about. Someone else did a show and played Freak Flag recently. I forget who it is.
Well, I requested on their request show.
Yeah. No, on I don't want to open up my messenger. Who did he say it was? Let me look.
Mm-hmm.
Is that? I think that's in this one. Oh, that's what it is. Good God, we talk a lot.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, man. Like
Yeah, that's,
little yentas. Oh, Zersey?
Oh, Xerxes Exwin.
Yeah.
Yes, the metal talking penguin, who's got a
Yes.
cool show. And yeah, he's on weird times too. And I caught a bit of it the other night as I was going to bed.
He played me on his show. I have unable to get there.
Yeah. Well, again, it was stupid. It would have been stupid early in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
For
Like-
you.
Right now, it's easier for me to get into the afternoon shows because I'm usually in my office at work.
Yeah.
Then you get to that, my bad time is obviously East Coast time, between like 5 to 9.
Right.
So I try my best to not get sucked into YouTube when my kids are around.
No, and that makes
Try to
sense. You
give
got
them at least some attention,
dad duty. Yep.
unless it's something really important,
Yeah, I do try and listen to whatever show's on while I'm cooking dinner, but then obviously I can't really be in the chat because I'm using sharp knives or trying not to burn myself.
Yeah. I did. I listened to a lot of Pete Johns today. I was waiting at the bus stop to pick up my kid, talking all about AI. Pete always has an interesting show.
Yeah, I like Pete's
He's
show.
very
Now,
well
his show
informed.
is hard for me to catch time-wise.
Yeah.
Sometimes I
Mhm.
can, sometimes I can't.
Also, Michael Song's Sunday show is hard for you,
No kidding.
even though it's 10 a.m. It's not.
Not for
that.
me, bro.
Aren't we 2 hours different?
Oh, yeah. No, I guess it is 10 a.m.
Yeah, it's 10 a.m. for you.
Yeah, well, I'm not
You
out of
act
bed.
like it's like at 6 a.m. You know?
Well, if we play like G-May or something like that, I'm jacked up for a couple after that. I don't fall asleep until 3, 4 in the morning.
Right.
So yeah, 10 a.m. is a little early sometimes.
Mhm. But that's all good. Zersey. That's it.
Xerxes Exwin.
Sure. I can't even say it.
It's a pun on
That is
Xerxes.
kind of funny. Yeah, don't wait with bated breath if she's going to go on in a little bit.
Exactly. That's what she got me the other
She's
night.
working
Yeah.
on a completely different clock than everyone else.
Yeah.
Hers is like real slow.
Think I'm going to go live in a few minutes, and I'm hanging around for a while, and I'm in bed, and I'm hanging around, and I fall asleep and wake up, and get divorced, get remarried. Then her show comes on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, we forgot to like DOA does show on Saturday nights, right?
Is it a set
think he's-
show, or I know he does it sometimes, but
Oh, I don't know if it's Saturday.
yeah, I don't know. It's a question for me because, we either do G-Mays or I'm doing something completely different and I'm not on any channel.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was last week and gonna be this week too.
Well, that's like I was like I have to start obviously, I have to be around on Tuesday.
Yeah.
I have to be around on Thursday. So, like, I'm picking, like, other nights, I'm still going to make it musical, but I have to actually make music on some of these nights. So, I've been restricting myself a little bit more
Yeah.
from hanging out.
Well, and I've teased Clay and Chad for a while, and I'm like, yeah, I usually wrote most of my best songs on Friday nights, and you guys are screwing that up. But, you know, the reality,
Yeah, that was
I love that
Friday
show.
night was always your recording night. That's true.
It really was. But now I'm striking a balance. I'm hanging out at the show and everything, but at some point during the show, I'm watching it, but I hit mute and, you know, do a little work. And just, again, like you, trying to find that balance because, you know, I want to keep making music for people, and Fridays are just, those were always the right balance for me of tiredness from the week, but energized by the weekend, and, you know, had a drink or two, and so I'm loose, but I'm not sloppy, and, you know, just that really good creative zone for me.
Mm-hmm. Like I'm finding like I'm starting to get more of a balance, you know, because that's the other thing too. When starting all this, I was barely working, and now I'm working a lot.
Yeah.
But I relegated, so I drop my kids off to school at 8, and then I come home. I have like 2 cups of coffee. The house is quiet, and like 8 to 9, I just work on my cover songs to do them on the show. So I'm like, that's the only time, you know, I do that. And then now I'm trying to get like 2 nights to actually work on music, because I have so many songs to record.
Yeah, and it takes a while. For me, it's finding the time to do the video bits, which...
Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to do videos anymore.
They're time consuming.
It's very time consuming, and I don't love it. It's not a process I love. I just may do like, I don't know, something real. Obviously,
there's a lot of ways to skin that cat.
Yeah.
And you know, we've talked about this many times. I enjoy parts of the process. Setting up the camera and filming myself jumping around like an idiot, don't enjoy that part at all. The editing, the creativity of it, that part I like. So it's very mixed for me.
Yeah, no parts I enjoy. None of it. Not a visual. Not a visual guy.
Yeah.
But I mean, the other thing is it's a huge draw on time I don't actually have. So
that's the other thing, which, and you know, that's slows down my music production release. I've still got, you know, I recorded that Frank Turzo song 2 months ago. Done, you know, I've got the basics of a video laid out, and that's as far as I got with it.
Right.
Because again, you know, only so many hours in a day.
Mm-hmm.
I'll probably put it out in the time that like everybody's all forgotten about. It's like, oh, hey,
Yeah,
cool, this is a
new
great
again.
song.
Yeah. That'd be totally fresh.
At this point, that's my plan.
But
this
you
song
have
seems familiar.
Oh, actually, we're getting very close now, and it's when you going to release your St. Patty's Day song that you wrote like 8 months ago, and we listened to completely. Like, here's a song that should not be played right now. And you when are you doing that one? Is that video done? Because that's like a week away, my friend. Or no, 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Yeah, and I'm going to need the 2 weeks. It's close, but it's not done yet.
Is it going to be
the problem with that one is doing a St. Patrick's Day video with a green screen.
Green screen, yeah.
Problematic.
Yeah.
I've had some issues. So I've been doing some different things. So, but it's going to happen. There's no way this is not going to be out for St. Patrick's Day. I mean, again, like you said, I bludgeoned people on the live shows with it for 2 months, 3 months. Yeah, please don't.
We're just going to leave that up there tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Frank's like, what song?
Frank's forgotten about it. I wrote that. Well, if I do it right, it'll be one of those things where like Frank is like, damn, that's a really good song, Chris. I'm digging it. And I go, yeah, you should. Oh.
That's cool.
Oi. Oi and Gewalt. We all got projects, right?
Oh, and there's so many things I wanted to do.
Yeah.
I want to start doing like Charlie does and record one cover every week.
Yeah, it's very cool. And I mean, God bless him. He's
I
super focused and knocks that out. And does a lot of live streaming anymore.
And retired.
Well, there's that.
There's that thing, yeah.
Yeah. I did not win the big lotto here in the state last week, so yeah.
Oh, so sorry. So sorry.
I won't come out and say I win the lottos, but there'll be signs.
I'll be like, fuck all you people. Oh,
No, it'll
Chris
be
won.
they'll just be lined up and there'll be a wall of guitars behind me and go, yeah, that's not a green screen.
He'd have a solid gold fan with a diamond blade. Yeah.
That's it, titanium blades to really float. Well, I'd just get a guy behind me to, fluff the hair.
You'd hire
Pay
your
somebody.
own fluffer?
Yeah, get my own fluffer. That didn't go the way I thought it would go, but
You said it.
I did.
The only fluffer I know.
Didn't say it that way.
Oh.
Anyway. Yep, the dog paw's been here for a while. All right, so what do we want to do now?
Now, what I want to end this. I want to go to bed.
Okay. Well, then we probably it's actually that witching hour that we often end the show. So, do we want to go out with a piece of music, or do we just want to say, love you guys, thanks for hanging out, and go to hell?
You know what? Since this is Rainfield's special night, let's play his last song. And we have to go back and edit the description so we can tag him, so at least we can get
Yes.
him to come watch this.
No. And yeah, we need to do that with last week's show with Hugh as well. So that's a
Yes.
good idea.
And one of you people from here tonight will be next week's featured artist.
One of you, we don't know who.
One of you. That's how we pick
This
whoever
guy?
was in.
Maybe. This guy?
Yeah.
Maybe.
And for $12.95, you two
This
can be our
guy?
featured artist of the week.
Maybe.
Not.
This guy?
All right.
Lots
They
of
did get it.
possibilities. Okay.
Mm-hmm. How about this guy?
There's more.
Oh, fuck him.
No. Fuck that guy.
We could do it, and someone else who'd like, we could just do people's shorts. No. It's got to be.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I know some people are into shorts.
Mm.
And there's some
I
shorts
know.
I'd like to get into, but it's different.
Ooh, oh no, you didn't.
Yeah, I did.
Watch that, Chris.
I did.
Yeah, they're coming for you. You're not
You
allowed to
know,
use that
bring
voice
it on.
anymore.
Bring it on.
You got the attorney's letter. You're deceased and desist. Your Paco voice.
There's going to be some deceasing. I'm not taking it anymore.
So what else we got going on, folks?
We're
Before
not
we check
gonna
out.
take it.
Oh,
Anybody
Pole Vault
that's
likes
got
jogging
anything
shorts.
coming up, any new
I imagine
videos?
Pole Vault wears like shorts like Winston. Like Winston. Who's Winston? Like Richard Simmons used to wear.
Oh, no doubt. I mean,
Full
he's
drop
like,
shorts.
or he wears the old, basketball like roadie shorts, like every roadie in the 80s wore.
Right.
That was like, and the white athletic socks. That was the standard roadie uniform.
And what can I say, DJ?
Clay knows.
I got a job. I got the job, man.
Yeah, and 2 hours behind me or ahead of me.
I know all you late ass people.
Late ass. That's me.
Bunch of
I'm
late
late
asses.
ass. Late ass lane.
Well, because then I get mad. I get jealous when you are streaming after I've left. I'm like, what is he talking about now? Do they like it better when I'm not there?
Yes.
All kinds of, I know. That's how I kind of feel. All kinds of shit goes through my head. There's nothing good happens up here, folks. The torment I put myself through for things I don't actually care about.
Yeah, it's funny. Everybody's mind goes weird places.
Yeah, it's very, very strange.
I should just take my mind someplace. That would be fun.
Just think about how messed up I'd be if I don't write songs, because at least I get most of it out.
Yeah, you got an outlet. Yeah, exactly. Well, somebody was asking me about that the other day, and I said, I don't really write about myself that often, but some of my songs, they're hints. There's little hintsy wincies on certain things, but
Pieces, yeah.
Yeah.
I would say I wouldn't say I've done a complete turn, but almost everything was directly related to something in my life in the beginning. And the last good batch of stuff, maybe reflections of what I see, or the fish out of water. That was maybe the most, it was about growing up,
yeah,
At
and it's
least
kind
it
of
was to
funny.
me.
You did turn that corner, and I've gone a little bit the other way. There's maybe a little bit more of me, and than there was at first.
There was none.
Zero.
There was zero you in any songs. And
Zero.
that's almost like, what are you still doing up, Michael? You said you were going to bed. Leave this place now. It's like ridiculous, dude. You told us at like 9:20.
Here's the
Can't
deal.
hang out.
We took you at your word,
Exactly.
you lying
and you're
son
here.
of a bitch.
You're a piece of shit. You're off the. You're no longer friends. You
You're
can't
dead
trust
to
you.
us. You liar. You can't be trusted.
Now that he's here listening, I'll repeat myself. The funniest thing on Tuesday was when I called for you guys to come help me. He sent me an apology that he couldn't be there.
Like, dude.
If I don't love you, Mike, I'd strangle the shit out of you for being so nice.
You guys are just so interesting. Again, the lies never cease with this guy.
Look, he's probably eating one of them healthy cereals.
Probably. Is that
doesn't
really
come in an
cereal if it's
actual
healthy?
box. He mixes ingredients and makes his own cereal.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not. Oh, I owe the community another cooking video now that you mention it. Yet another thing I didn't get accomplished this week.
Not many, Ebby. Not many.
Yeah. Up here, not so much. You guys are cool.
Yeah.
And you guys really are.
You got a guy in a cat shirt and someone else wearing two patterns of flannel.
The clashing lumberjack.
My wife was making fun of me one day because most of my PJs are like plaid prints too. And she's like, you're in like so many things that plaid my eyes hurt. I'm like, you buy them. You buy them all for me.
Yeah. I think he'd go for the Lucky Charms because they're magically delicious.
Mm-hmm. I like Raisin Bran Crunch.
I just don't eat cereal. I ate it all the time as a kid. I was so sick of it. I guess I like frosted mini wheats. I guess I eat that every once in a while, but that's about it.
You're one of loser.
Well, okay. Again, I don't eat cereal, so what do you want?
It's just so fast and easy. That's why I like it.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, fast and easy. I'll just get a piece of bread and put some peanut butter on it. And I'm good. But Cheerios. See, that's the thing that broke me. That's
would
all my
say,
mom bought when I was a kid.
Oh yeah, fuck Cheerios.
I
man.
can't stand Cheerios.
No.
They're
Boring
probably
as hell.
good, but I'm so over them.
What the hell is that?
Oh, well,
Poop like a champion.
yeah, these guys, they did their research for their serial killers thing, and this is a real product, boys and girls. And it's, if you have problems pooping or if you want to poop like a champion and not merely a third place pooper, this is your cereal.
Oh man, I got a system. I wake up, I go smoke, I make a cup of coffee, take my cup of coffee into the bathroom, and I just wait it out because it's coming. Now you know my mornings, folks.
Very good. I'm one of those dudes that I'd never think about that. When time to go, I just go whenever that is. Morning, night, afternoon. That I never understood the concept of being regular.
I live in a house of people who can, not me, but both my kids and my wife, they can poop no place foreign. It's got to be home turf all the time. My kid called up. He wanted to come home.
I know people like that. I don't get it.
Like, what are you going to go to the bathroom? Like, yeah.
Yeah, no, it's the opposite. Because, man, I'll go, I'd poop at the neighbor's place if they'd let me. Then I don't have to clean my bathroom.
Who wants to do that in their own bathroom?
Yeah, exactly. I got to clean it. So, yeah, I'm going to hit the 7-Eleven, man.
Yeah. All right, folks, we're going to say goodnight now because we're actually talking about poop. So,
yeah,
this
show is getting shitty.
Yeah. But this is what we devolved to. But it's really not about food. It's the byproduct of food. All right, so one last song from our friend Rainfield Music, our special artist of the evening.
And all you guys over there in chat, you guys all rock. Thanks for being here with us tonight. We appreciate you guys.
We actually do. Select. What did I do? Oh, there we go. And this is Rainfield Music. Looks like playing at some backdoor jam. Playing Honky Tonk Woman from the
backyard, even.
Is that what I said?
You said backdoor.
I hate when you put up someone's channel and you're like, ooh, I haven't even liked the damn video.
Yeah. Oops.
That he may ride across the
Hello.